Good morning, this is Brandy coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. Today we're going to do a morning yoga warm-up routine. So this would be an appropriate warm-up for any exercise, including more yoga, or just a warm-up to get the blood flowing, warming up the muscles and getting started for the morning. So let's stand up. This is Sprite. She'll be joining us. Let's start in mountain pose with our hands in prayer. Let's make sure we have our neck aligned with our spine, have our shoulders back, have all 4 feet pressed into the floor, and let's breathe it up. Exhaling down. Breathing 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 it up. Exhaling down. And this time let's bend our knees and let's come into our chair pose. And we're going to flow with this. So let's breathe it up. Exhale down. Breathing it up. Exhaling 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 down. And let's come back into mountain pose. Let's spread our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Let's place our hands on our shoulders and let's start to do a spinal twist. This is to wake up the spine, just getting our juices flowing, getting ready for another workout or just the day. And we can take our hands out a little further, deepening the twist. And let's come back center. Let's clasp our hands behind our back for our chest expansion. And let's come forward with this for our forward folding chest expansion. Feels really good, opens up the shoulders, relieves a lot of stress. And coming up. Sprite has rearranged my mat. Let's take our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Let's bend our knees. We're stacking our knees over our feet, taking our hands out to the sides. This is our goddess pose. And then coming up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, let's hold it at the top because we're going to switch. We're going to hinge at the hips and come all the way down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. Inhaling up, and let's come into our mountain pose. Let's turn to the side of our mats, take our hands overhead, swan dive forward into a forward fold. And let's walk our hands forward into our downward dog. And from downward dog, we may need to bend our knees, that's okay. But the goal is to bring the heels towards the floor. So let's bend our right knee, pushing our left heel into the floor. And then let's bend our left knee, pushing our right knee into the floor. And let's continue. Switching knees. This is called walking the dog. And let's take both heels to the floor. Bend the knees, take the knees to the floor, and let's push back into child's pose. Child's pose is one of the main poses in yoga. It is the resting pose, and it's also a nice stretch for the hips and the back. But anytime during a yoga exercise, if you want to take a break, just push back into child's pose and rest. And coming forward onto all fours. Let's take our left hand center and thread our right arm through for a shoulder opener. And let's take it to the other side. Right hand center, left hand comes through for a shoulder opener. And back up. Let's exhale, arching our back into cat. And inhaling into cow, pushing our shoulders back and down. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow. And coming to a neutral spine, let's push back into child's pose. From child's pose, let's walk our hands to the right, stretching out the right side of our body. And coming back. Let's walk our hands to the other right, stretching out the left side of our body. And coming back. And let's come forward into half plank. Sink down into half crocodile. Push up into cobra. Back into child's. Forward into half plank. Down into half crocodile. Up into cobra. Back into child's. Forward into half plank. Down into half crocodile. Up into cobra. Back into child's. Forward into half plank. Down into half crocodile, up into cobra, back into child's. Forward into half plank, down into half crocodile, up into cobra, and back into child's. And let's come forward on our tummies and come into a low cobra. So we have our elbows on the floor, we're arching our back, we should feel this in our lower back. Let's take our left knee out, right arm comes out, and let's stretch all the way around. And coming back center. Let's take it to the other side, right leg comes out, left arm comes out, and let's stretch all the way around. And let's push back up into a seated position. And so that is our morning yoga warm-up. Now we're ready for the day or ready to do some more yoga. Namaste.